You know how when you're in love with someone, you always think about them, you always want to please them, you always want to see them happy, you always want what's best for them, you always want to give them gifts, you always want them to look their best. Well, that is exactly how you should feel about yourself. Welcome guys to yet another episode of Youth Bank Talk with Snow. Here I give advice and talk about mental health, life experiences, relationships, as well as controversial topics. So on today's episode, I'm going to be giving us 7 proven tips to finding happiness. Yes, I use the word proven because this is what I use on myself, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm a happy person. I don't joke around or play around with my happiness. I am my happiness, and my happiness is me. So I'm not saying that I'm 100% happy all the time. Of course, nobody's 100% happy all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm going through the worst thing anybody can go through right now. What I'm going through, I don't wish on my worst enemy. But because I understand life and how life works, and I pray, that's been my coping mechanism. One thing for certain is that if you're alive and you're not happy, what's the use? What's the essence? You know, happiness is not found in a partner. Happiness is not found in material things. Happiness is not found in substance addiction. Happiness is something that you cultivate inside. It's something you manifest within yourself. So I just hope that by the end of the video, a lot of people would practice these tips, and I assure you, you're not going to regret it, and there's going to be a change. So please stay with me. Welcome back, guys. So what is this happiness that everyone is in pursuit of? Happiness is an emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. And I can assure you, you can't find this outside your own body. I can tell you this for free. Without further ado, let's just dive right into the tips. Tip number 1, this is a popular one, so if you guessed it, of course, yes, you guessed right. Gratitude. Appreciate the little things around you, those tiny little valuable things of nature. For instance, if you can appreciate the ray of the sun on your face, the laughter of a child, the fragrance of the rain, I bet you found an ounce of happiness for the day. Let me explain. People go around thinking that happiness is something you seek, it's something you find, it's something you go after. Some people might think, okay, if I buy this house, I'm going to be happy. If I get this, my dream car, I'm going to be happy. If I find this perfect partner, I'm going to be happy. But we run around exhausting ourselves thinking about these things that are temporary, whilst we're missing out on the joy of day-to-day life, you know. So happiness is all around us. We just have to recognize them and embrace them. So you need to be appreciative of the things you have around you. You need to be appreciative of your loved ones, those that care for you. You need to be appreciative of every single thing. Tip number 2, self-care. Yes, when you look good on the outside, you're going to feel good on the inside. You know, take yourself to the salon, get that haircut, get that hairdo, you know, take care of your physical self, take care of your physical health, hit the gym, eat healthy, drink a lot of water, lots of it. Try to eat healthy. Try to make sure that what you're putting inside your body is not toxic. So just take care of your physical self is what it is. Okay, I know you guys are going to be wondering how does this even relate to being happy and all that, but it's actually a subsection of self-love. So if you ask me, self-love is that is happiness. Okay, if you love yourself, you're going to be satisfied within yourself. Okay, and what is that? That's happiness. So yes, self-care. Tip number 3, make an effort to stay positive always. I didn't say sometimes, you heard me. Always. I know it's not easy. I know there are some people who are pessimists, who are, will I say, naturally negative, but you have to try to eliminate that trait in you. I'm going to explain. It's not easy. Nobody is 100% happy all the time. Even I, who find joy in day-to-day life, have experienced my own share of sadness and disappointment. I think the difference is that when I think about the good things I've experienced and the good things that are yet to come, and I know at the back of my mind that whatever I am going through at a particular time is temporary. In other words, I'm aware that life is a fleeting series of moments, both good and bad. So no matter what, I choose to stay positive. Even during the hardest times, I choose to stay positive. I am an optimist, that's me. And it actually does help a lot. I'll tell you how I do this. I don't stay around negative people or things that are toxic. I don't digest toxic things or negative things, either through the eyes or through the ears or through the mouth. So the people around you or the people you hang around are actually also important. So make sure they're positive people. Okay, make sure you're not around people who dim your energy. I don't like negative energy, negative vibes. Just come with good energy around me. So that is how I tend to always stay positive. And I think you guys should also practice that. So be very wary of the people or the things around you. Tip number 4, don't compare yourself to others. Listen, comparing yourself to others serves no use or purpose. Everyone was placed on this earth to play different roles at different times. So just because Mr. A acquired a particular thing at a particular time doesn't mean Mr. B should do the same. You have your own time, and the only difference is time frame, God's timing, hard work. Okay, the only way to measure your success is to compare yourself to where you are now as to where you were like 23 years ago. If you were in a better place, then have faith and put in the work. Things will definitely get better. But if you were in a worse place, you should be proud of yourself. You're your only competitor, and you should always be proud of your progress, no matter how little. Okay? Tip number 5, practice kindness. Just make sure you lend a helping hand to people as much as you can. Trust me, once you put a smile on someone's face, whoever it may be, your neighbor, anybody around you, that joy is going to reflect back to you. Trust me. Okay? Make sure that you're helping someone. You don't have to have money to help someone. You don't have to have money to help people. I think this should be one of the major tips, okay? Because this one is actually a strong one, because even the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Once you help someone and you solve a problem for someone, you are going to feel that sense of fulfillment in your heart. And that is enough happiness that can last you the entire day. So practice kindness. It's very important. So that's my tip number 5, practice kindness. Tip number 6, be a good sport. What does it mean to be a good sport? It means don't take life so seriously. Okay? You need to know that life has its ups and downs, and that taking life too seriously can lead to anxiety, stress, and even disappointment. If you take life too seriously, you're going to end up criticizing every little thing you come across, as well as setting high and impossible standards for yourself. And when you can't attain those standards, you become the opposite of happy. You need to be able to laugh at your mistakes and be less sensitive towards things you go through and things that go through you. Trust me, it's not a big deal. Even the Bible says, vanity upon vanity, it's all vanity. And the last tip, please, have a spiritual life. Have a personal relationship with God. I'm not talking about church, going to church every day. I'm talking about personally have this one-on-one relationship with Jesus Christ. Spiritual wellness acknowledges our search for deeper meaning in life. When we're spiritually healthy, we feel more connected to not only a higher power, but with people. We have more clarity when it comes to making everyday choices, and our actions become more consistent with our beliefs and values. So, having a healthy spiritual life is absolutely important in your pursuit of happiness, because it is still something that is in you that you cultivate inside you. It's going to guide you, it's going to help you. Okay, you must have something to fall back on. Life is deeper, it's spiritual than we all think it is. In summary of all this, in order to be happy, you have to have a healthy sense of perspective and a positive outlook and attitude towards life. So please go ahead and hit the follow and the like button if you like this kind of content. And on my next video, I'll be talking about how to quit an addiction. Yes, I'm excited for that. And until next time, this is Hughes Frank Talk Therapy with Snow. See you in the next episode.